Hello everyone, my name is Pangoduck. As always, we are back with Motorsport Manager Season 2. So, Season 1, gone, done, over. Season 2, I did start a bit of it during the last episode, as you're probably aware. So we did pick the chassis, we thought about it, we went for the cheapest options, because you just weren't getting much of a benefit from paying more anyway, so sod it. Now, I've been thinking a lot about what I was talking about spending money on the factory, spending money on the HQ in general. I think we're definitely going to just go all in on the car, because we need to get marketability. We definitely need to get sponsors. So, ergo, we are going to just try and win races. And by win races, I mean as high up as possible. Obviously, we're not going to win races. So, we have got a lot to sort out today. Obviously, the drivers are going to be out of contract very shortly. I'm not too bothered. I could keep faith, but we need to see what's on the market. But one step at a time, because as you can see, we've done the chassis design, but we now need to do Stage 2 and Stage 3. We have a sponsor offer, but I'm going to leave it. I'm assuming... Yes, sponsor offer, I know. Oh, can we click here? No? So I guess if we hit continue, you're going to take us to Stage 2? No, this is not Stage 2. Wait, what? What? Or... do we not do it yet? I'm so confused. I am so confused right now. People are signing, loads of people. How do we go to car? Do we have to go? Oh, we have to wait for the chassis to finish. Oh, okay, well, we've learned that together. So we can't even do Stage 2 until the chassis is finished. Okay, understood. Right, now, we've still got existing sponsors everywhere. Rust Jet just for one more race. This slot, obviously it's not going to expire until after we race, so we can just leave it. Yeah, we'll just leave that for now. So actually, maybe there is nothing for us to do. That said, drivers. Drivers. So these are both going out of contract. We can renew it, but we need to have a look. In here. Right, so now we've got loads of new unattached drivers, which have not been scouted, which is bloody awkward, isn't it? But, and then a bunch of them will have just been picked up by teams. Well, out of interest, out of people we've scouted, look how much they cost. Oh my gosh. And the amount to break their contract as well. I think we still want to just be on the cheaper end of the drivers, right? That said, like, Lola Marsh is earning, like, less. Bear in mind, by the way, I think it's 2000, I think it's, yeah, it's here, look, December 2016 in the game. Now, just out of interest, was Lola Marsh just picked up? Anybody see it? No, it doesn't look like it. So I assume Lola Marsh was there already? Or was picked up a little bit earlier? It doesn't matter. Out of interest, what about our staff? Our staff, we've got loads of time remaining. We're not going to bother. I mean, our mechanics have got good potential. That said, they are expensive. That's kind of expensive, but that's totally fine. I'm okay with the mechanics. The designer, we're going to keep him for now. That's fine. So it's just the drivers. Okay. So we need to decide what to do. How long will it take us to scout? 30 days. I mean, the race isn't for a while, but we're going to lose the opportunity to renew the contract of our current crew, aren't we? That's the only awkward bit. Now, there's a lot of potential here. Who were you fired by? Can we see that? Oh yeah, Eastwood Motorsport. Weren't they pretty good? Can we look at last season? I doubt it. Well, we can. Oh, it must have been their backup driver. Because they had Jons de Teer and Arbeloa. Anyway, sorry. The point is, I'm looking at this potential, and I am interested. Now, the question is... the consistency is poor, but she's young, and she's got a lot of potential, and I'm totally on board with this. And I just wonder... Wonder Kid, yeah. I just wonder how much this is going to cost. Good marketability as well. Now, do I have to pay to break my driver's contracts because they haven't quite gone yet? Is another question. Sorry, drivers. Because obviously... Oh, no. Not pounds to break contracts. So, sorry, this is a bit of a discussion... bit of a slow burner of an episode, okay? I do apologise, but, you know, I want to share the thinking with you. This is important. So, we need to bear in mind... Adaptability I'm not too fussed about. I will put you in a good position tyre-wise, or I will take the blame. Consistency, not great. Smoothness is a problem because tyre burn will be high, and obviously the focus is not good. Now, we kind of want to see where some of these... I didn't even need to click. I don't even really need to click, do I? Some of these drivers... Overtaking is going to be terrible on you. Some of these, basically, what I'm stuttering about is I could now offer Shen Qi a contract and maybe even sign her, and then later find out that there were better available, and I've made a mistake. But I don't think so, because if you think about it, we're going to be really hard pressed to find someone with this potential. So I think this is a good idea. So I think we better offer her something. Let's just take one last look about what are we paying. Well, what were we paying? So 184, 220 per race. So the cheapest one was 184. So let's see what Shen... Status, well, equal status. Wages aren't very important to me. Okay, so... But we don't want to... She's only got 2 patients, and I just don't want to mess around. So, I mean, if we can take her... Well, let's see, how many clicks up? It's so 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 clicks on 85. We might be able to do that. I might just go straight in at 94. That's 5 clicks off the top. I think we'll try 94. We're happy to give you a long contract. Signing on fee's not important. I'm still going to give you a fair chunk, to be honest, because you've got a lot of potential. I'm actually really interested. On the bonus size, you could have the maximum. Now, we may well be able to get her cheaper than this, but I don't really want to miss out, to be honest. Like, at all. So I think we're going to offer that. And I might be wrong. She's a wonder kid. Okay, so now the only question is do we want to make another offer to somebody now? We don't want to break... I don't think we want to break anybody's contract. Let's just go... I'm just going up to our division. I don't think... I mean, Mello's pretty good. Don't forget, we scouted a lot of these younger drivers. Simone's really good, but do we really want to pay $500,000 just to break the contract? I don't think we do. I really don't think we do. Some of these drivers are excellent. Obviously, Jons de Teer we know is excellent, but look at that cost. So actually, in reality, Mello's is quite low to break him out, and the same with Simone. So that is an option, but do we really want to be spending that? And I assume, like... Oh, he just signed a new contract anyway. So I just don't think we go there. I think that's an extra cost we don't want to. So the question is, do we wait for scouting info, or do we snap someone up now? I guess what we need to do is just check to make sure that nobody is obviously really good. So 0 to 3 cornering is pretty terrible, even if it's 3. So, overtaking is potentially okay. Consistency and cornering are going to be bad. I don't really like that cornering stat. I just don't. But good braking, good focus. It's possible. It's hard to say. Without the scouting information, we are so far out from knowing. I don't really like really low overtaking at 3 max. Obviously, we're looking at young drivers because we're hoping for potential. But the problem is we do need a second driver. Like we just need one. I suppose the other slight part of this is if somebody is a pay driver, but we're not going to know until we scout them. Pay driver being they will literally like pay us some money to per race. Oh my god, he's amazing. Can't imagine how much money you want. Okay, well he's not not amazing, but he's potentially really good. Oh yeah, we're not doing that. This is the thing. We need to be on the cheap, but I just really want to get like bargains, really good potential. This might not be too bad. It depends what that overtaking stat is. 30 days. Obviously, the next race is not until 16th of March. I think what we're going to do, maybe wrongly, but we're going to risk it and just leave it for a bit. Oh, contract offer accepted. Oh, brilliant. Gomez is auditioning for films. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. So we'll replace, well, I guess Gomez. If we did re-sign someone, although it would be Gomez probably, wouldn't it? He's obviously got a cracked rib, but the reason I'm thinking that isn't his marketability, or is it's all the time it's plus 30. These auditioning for films is temporary, but he has a good marketability, so I'd be very tempted to keep him instead of Anthony, despite my previous kind of thoughts. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put Shen Qi in place of Faith Anthony for the moment. I know Gomez is going to leave anyway, but that's what we're going to do. Yes. Does that make sense? Is everybody with me? Okay, really happy with this. Really happy with this. In fact, this is a really good move. We're on a long contract. We've got her cost per race way down compared to last season. I guess we overpaid last season, big style. So that's brilliant. What do you mean? Stab in the back? You were about to run out. Fair enough if you if you were like mad that I didn't offer you a new one. But that's awesome. Okay. That's weird. I guess it's because she was set to listen to offers previously. So don't get me wrong, she's got some stats that are not great, but we are absolutely going to try and work with her on that. Now, still going to be 25 days before we even get anywhere with this, but I think we will just leave it for the moment. We're going to leave that. So we're now going to have... Oh, we need a reserve driver as well. We're going to be missing... Oh, we've just been given, like, free ones. That's fine. Temporary. But we don't need drivers yet. So hopefully we can get a bit of scouting done. Must be time to do the chassis soon. No, it's not even close. Look how long that's taking. Wait, this doesn't finish until the 5th of the 3rd. When's the race? It's in front of me. The 16th. What? Is that how it goes? Like you just the car isn't done until like right before the first race? I guess so. We have our 3 offers now. I'm still just going to leave it until closer to the time though. Okay. Okay, right, a unique opportunity. So Archer BMR have been in the news lately after one of their engines caught fire in the garage. Calling their work practices unsafe. We have an opportunity with our upcoming marketing materials to exploit this mishap and compare it to our superior working conditions. It's not a classy move, but we're absolutely doing this. Marketability plus 25 for a bit of chairman happiness, which we're definitely going to get up during the racing. Yeah, definitely. Let's make it obvious what a good team we are. Okay, we're in the new year now. Finished scouting. Let's just have a look. We've just scouted... Who was it that we scouted? I thought it began with A. Or was it the last name that began with A? Did they get snapped up? Who did we just scout? Hello? Like, who did we just scout? It must have been someone that was snapped up, or was it? Oh, it's there. Sorry, it's there. Ariana, yeah, pick up. Has she been? She's been signed to not even our division, so that was a waste of time. We should really check the situation here. Unemployed. Can I just like mouse over? No. Okay, well. Sorry, I'm like having a moment where I'm just like, hang on a minute. Well, are we wasting time scouting? No, because we've got these 4 drivers lined up and they don't have teams. Breaking 0 to 2. I'm not going to scout you because, well, maybe I should, but at the bottom of the queue, because if you've got 0 to 2 braking, it's not looking good, is it? Oh, you might be an option. Perez, sorry. Can I move you up the queue? Is that not a thing? I guess not. Okay, right, sorry. We'll continue with scouting. We're going to leave it a bit late on that one. Okay, somebody's getting upgrades. Blah, blah, blah. None of this stuff really matters. Okay, finish scouting again. Who was that? Who was that? Oh, we did a couple. So Julie. Not much potential. 1 cornering. Wonderful smoothness, but this is a no-goer. I mean, this is nice. Definitely a cheaper pickup. But I would hope we can find somebody with a bit more room for growth. Like, this isn't bad, but oh my. Why are you doing fast food commercials? That's temporary. Does that mean you normally have 5? Or is it always 0 anyway? Feedback is terrible. Smoothness is terrible. I didn't even notice that. Okay, so you've got good potential, but all of your ability is stacked into overtaking and consistency, which it's not great. It's not great. What else have we got available? We've got a few in here now. Definitely want to scout some of these out if we have time. I'm not sure we're going to have time. Isn't this a waste? Because oh well. We'll see how it goes. If push comes to shove, we'll just throw a Hail Mary. Okay. And and just sign someone. We're now into February. Press HQ visit. We're interested in getting a look inside your HQ ahead of the new season. Our readers and partners would be much more interested in your team if we were to write a good article. If, on the other hand, we wrote a bad article claiming you were closed and backward thinking. Who is Stanislas Sinatra? Is that our chairman? No, that's Kirk. Who is that then? Oh, is it one of our temporary drivers? Oh yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Tank his morale. Yeah, more marketability. Awesome. I don't know how long that lasts. Although I suppose it's marketability fluctuates, right? It doesn't really get buffs and debuffs. It just goes up, as a static value and then down. Right, is this part 2 coming up? I wish we'd had this marketability before we got the sponsor offers, but it is what it is. Oh, we don't want to do this. No, we don't. No, we don't want to. We don't want to go there. How are we doing? Scouting is still happening, is it? Yeah, we haven't finished yet. 4 days. Has anybody else turned up? Not really. If we had to pick now, maybe we would take Gomez back. Or maybe we would just try Lucia. I mean, that's so rough though, isn't it? Like, some of those stats are so rough. We're currently scouting you, which is kind of a waste of time, I think. I mean, that said, some of your stats are really high. I guess we would take it, even with the bad overtaking, if you had potential. So I am kind of talking rubbish. Not for the first time, and definitely not for the last. Okay. So that was stage 2, where we had that dilemma, and now we're at livery design. Is that what we're saying? I think we will change it up a bit. Not the colours, but maybe... What did we have? We had this last season. This is what we had. What should we do? Spots. Yeah, no, I don't really like that. What about the base ones? I quite like that. So that was 8 on the base pack. I don't mind 6 as well, you know? Although that white is a bit overpowering. I could change the colours around, but I don't really want to. Could get more black on there. Maybe I should have just kept it the same, which I still can do. Wow, well this is... I mean, I was already, like, stuttering around and making a mess of this video, making it take too long, and now I'm making it worse. I think we will go with this. Yes. Yes. Pango Racing, there we are. Is it a big car reveal? That must mean we're getting close to the race then. Pre-season test is now. I don't really know what that means. It says this kind of stuff. So it's still... So that's the 5th. Okay, oh no, we're half a month away. How are we doing on the scouting? When's that finishing? Oh, in one day we finish that. So let's do that. Then let's come in and look at it. The mail will obviously just be telling me that we finished this. This is a bit rough. And that's only... Is that a temporary buff? She's getting... Oh, she's getting a temporary buff to everything. Focus is... Oh, no, that's also temporary debuff. And that's... Morale. So, everything is 1 higher than it would normally be, except focus. Because that's having a -2. So that means fitness is normally 1, and overtaking is normally 1. There's a lot of potential there. But if we had no other options, this is probably what I would go with, because we do have some wonderful stats and a lot of potential. Have we got time to wait it out for a few... Well, definitely here. We'll wait till this is finished, and then I think we'll evaluate and make an offer, because... I mean, even that, the thing is, right, they do take a few days to even look at your offer and decide, and if they reject it... Let's have a look at you. I don't think this is going to be worth... What if you have really good potential, though, and you actually have, like, 3 cornering and 4 consistency? We'll wait on that one. I don't know, it might be a bit of a risk. Wait, contract ending with who? Was it pit crew? It might have been. Okay, is the scouting finished, or is there a bit... It's 22 hours. Was it the pit crew or something? Is there not a quick way to check their contracts without clicking on them? Contract meaning 2 races. 2 races. 3 races. 3 races. 3 races. 4 races. I know I could have looked at the names, but there you go. 2 races. 3 races. We need to bear that in mind. After 2 races, everybody's going to be out. Gibson, 2 races. 2 races. 3 races. 4 races. Okay, so... What were the contracts? Did I miss something? 22 months? 10 months? 22 months? Oh, I bet it was the... No, they're rolling contracts. There's no one else for us to hire, was it? I'm so confused right now. Let's go back to the calendar. I can't click on this. Kurt, Adai, Virginia, or is it the or maybe it's the rolling contract because it refreshes every month. So Kurt, like Virginia and Adai something. No. What? 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 I'm missing something here, aren't I? Oh well, never mind. So, how are we doing? 22 hours. Let's just get one more day. Whoa, that was 2 days. I'm just going to ignore that. Yeah, I'm just going to ignore that, guys. Right, scouting. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Okay. So, that's only temporary. So normally, I don't think this is better. There's actually a bit more potential. Maybe it is. Maybe it's more of a balance. Can we compare with who was it? Unemployed. Here we go. Right. Vastly improved cornering over here, but less smoothness and less overtaking quite significantly. More consistency, more adaptability, way less fitness, about the same feedback and less focus. That's a bit of a tough one, isn't it, actually? This could go either way. They're both the same age and they've got about the same potential. A little bit more over here. Oh, marketability, 37, 69. That's enough for me to sway it. Now, is there any temporary buffs to marketability? No, there isn't. I think that's enough. I think that's decision made. Okay, equal status. Wages are important, so this is going to be a bit expensive, I think. What's the max? That. But it still works out quite a bit less than last season. I don't really want to muck around too much. I'm going to open at 148. You prefer a short contract. That's kind of disappointing, but okay. Maybe we can get you to renew. Signing on fee. Oh my god, the max is huge, so you're going to want something like this. Yeah, at least. And then we might not be able to pull this off, actually. I don't want to overpay massively, though, so we're going to try this. We do kind of need a reserve driver unless we just keep the rolling contract one, which we could do. Right, try this proposal. And, can we just keep you, the reserve driver? Like, is there any problem with that? I don't want to spend any money on a reserve driver, you know? There is, I could, like, just get somebody else who I think is going to be cheap. But I guess that's not important for the start of the season, so. Now, the problem is we're going to have pre-season car testing with Sinatra. That's fine, though. So here we are. All the teams are testing out their cars. Is this sorted by fastest lap? I think it is. Why is ours so high? Oh, people are starting to put in faster laps. So why have you got 8th? And yet, Shen, is it Shen? Can't remember, but Key is down where we would have thought. That said, it's only 4 seconds. Okay, anyway, none of this matters. So, gearbox issues. That's all. So we had gearbox issues. That's not surprising. That is not surprising. Right. Yeah, none of this really matters to me, to be honest. So we're ready to get cracking on the car now. Should we shoot for 8th this time? Yeah, I don't think we should push for 10th this time. I think we should push for 8th. Now we have a lot of money, actually, to play with. But we're not going to spend it on the HQ, genuinely. I think we don't. So, how are we doing on getting a response? Wednesday the 8th. The first race is in 11 days. So, it's the weekend after this one. We need to get cracking on the car. Now. First things first. What are we dealing with? Obviously, the wings are spec. Nothing's changed there. What's our worst part? Well, actually, I'd kind of like to get... So, our main car is going to be fairly significantly better. If you look at it, we're going to have one much better car. I think the first thing we'll build is an engine. It is obviously going to take a while, because engines take the longest. but we wouldn't have time to get the reliability up before the race anyway. So we're going to do that. We're not going to just base it off doing things quickly like we did last season. Right. We cannot build anything with a good one yet, so let's just immediately get one building. We don't have enough slots, we need to build one before we can build a better one. So that's going to be it. Build. Let's get a decent car. That would excite me. Okay. Improve parts. It's going to be all reliability. Where do we want to start? Probably with the engine. Should we do it one part at a time? We're going to building another engine. Maybe we should just do like... We could get this engine like maxed out, but maybe we'll fill... The green... Well, okay. The better parts that we have on each we're going to be keeping, right? So I'm half tempted to do this. But increasing them all at the same time... I'm not sure if that's worth it. So I might even just do one part at a time. Maybe two? What's the lowest? 46. Let's do this. And bring both of these up a bit. That's the plan. Right, performance, we can just slap. Well, I guess we need the... let's just put all of them in and let them all just tick up. Is that a good idea? Well, yeah, we're getting like nothing per day anyway, so we'll just leave it there. Okay. Right, now we're kind of at the mercy of our other driver. See what we get back. Fingers crossed. For Mammy. Oh, renegotiation. Not good. Mizumoto. Oh, okay. I'm okay with this. It's still cheaper than last season. That said, we've only got one more chance, and then we really are kind of struggling. So maybe we could give you the max, to be honest, because think about it. Isn't that about the same that we were paying our second driver last season? I don't really mind the signing on fee, to be honest. I think we can give you... It's a one-time fee. We may be able to get away with this, but this is our last chance. So I'm actually going to pull this off. This is what I'm going to go with. And then if that's not good enough, we can't do any more. Okay. I think we're good. I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting anything. Now, obviously, we're travelling 2 days after, so I hope. Please accept. I don't want to take the other driver. Agreed. Brilliant. Okay. Forecasting. Oh, you want us to build a forecasting centre? Yeah, about that. 40% chance of rain. I will look into that in a minute. Brilliant. Okay. We have our two drivers. It was a bit messy. But there we go. We have our two drivers. Shen and Mammy? Or Mizumoto? I've got to decide how to nickname them, but that's fine. Shen and Mammy. Okay. Wow. There's been so much to do. I know I'm like scatterbraining here, but just stick with me. We're working through it together. So this is still improving. In fact, actually, we should leave that now. It's a bit late, but we'll just crank out a bit of this, just for the sake of making one of the cars a bit more reliable, I think, with parts that we're going to keep. And I think that's going to be good. Let's try and get everything up to 70, or do you think we need to go to 80 before we kind of abandon a part and move on for a while? It's up for debate. We'll leave it like this for now. And maybe I should have backed off before now, but no, I think we need at least 70, otherwise it's probably going to break down anyway. For the first race, a lot of people are going to have mechanical issues. We're probably not going to bother going on red at all on overtake mode, if you think about it. Even at the beginning, I'm tempted not to. But anyway, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We need to pick a sponsor. So, 10 races, 2 million plus, so it's 2.2 million over 10 races. This is worse because we're not struggling for cash right now. So this is just less money. We're tied in for longer. It's not as good, is it? I'm trying to work it out. No, no. I think we're taking this one. So only a little bit up front, but a decent payout each race. Okay. Right. We're ready to move on. It's already been 35 minutes. I'm still going to do this race in this episode because, I mean, if you've sat through this absolute mess, you deserve a race, okay? So, right, the scouting is now almost irrelevant. I'm not sure if we should be signing a backup driver, but I'm not going to. So, I mean, you can just scout all the other attached ones because you might as well. Okay, so the car, we're designing that part, which isn't going to help us for now. We're improving, so that's okay. I think that's it. Oh, pit crew then. Do we want to spend some money hiring pit crew? Probably. Probably. Maybe we don't want to renew some of them as well. I think we're going to hire you. Well, we'll hire a couple for now. And then maybe we'll decide. We won't get rid of anybody, but when we go to renew, then we'll think about it. Only 4 tyres, but you can do the front. I mean, 4 tyres, compared to what we've got, it's not terrible. Thinking it would be 4 and 11. And you can do the front jack, and you've got good stamina, so I think we're going to pick you up as well. And that will do. Oh no, we've run out of room, but this guy is useless. He's got good stamina, but he's useless. We would never use him, so just replace him. That's fine. Fine. Okay, now, how would we like to set up in the first race? Let's think, because, well, firstly, 8 and, I mean, these are all okay. We're going to be fixing. So, we might want to do something like put Pope in for the much higher fixing. Worst, oh no, 6 and 9. Gibson. We're going to be fixing stuff. Okay, and then we can just do the jacks. Like, we can get you in on the front jack. Probably you on the rear jack, and then that's pretty good, right? The tyres are not brilliant here, but I think we're going to be fixing stuff, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's move on. Select a sponsor. Well, our car is 9th still. I know I'm saying 75 grand is like nothing, but I can't even imagine a scenario that says it's going to be clear on race day. I can't imagine any scenario where we get 6th or above. I just can't imagine it. It's going to be a big time regret if we do it, but I can't imagine it. So we're just going to take 75 grand because, you know, it adds up. Right, well, how are we doing with parts then? Let's fit parts. Who would have the better car? Probably Shen. So let's actually like give Shen. Oh, that doesn't matter. Well, just for the sake of the pattern being the same. Let's give Shen the best parts. Okay, now Mommy's angry. But was it only... That's fine, because this isn't even that much worse. So, Shen definitely has the better car. That's how we're going to go forward. Okay. Right, let's finally get to a race. It's been like 40 minutes. But there was a lot to do, and that's my first time going through it, and there was a lot of stumbling. It's fine. Right. So, Black Sea, here we are again. I should have checked if both Milans were replaced with the Chinese Grand Prix, or if just one was. You would think it was both, but anyway, it doesn't matter. 30 laps, I believe, at the Black Sea. It's obviously raining today, but it did say clear for the race, so we're not going to practice on wets or inters. That could come back and bite us. Ooh. Well, hang on. Okay. Well, firstly, let's just sort this out. Well, it feels like ages since we did this, just because I've spent so much time... what am I doing? Being very silly is what I'm doing. Well, we'll go accelerate... no, it's going to be top speed, I think. Let's do... we'll do... no, I want it to be right near the edge, so we can be sure. Obviously, they're not going to want a 0% suspension stiffness, but at least we can figure it out. I'm interested. Yeah, look how... don't know, let me think. If it's 30 laps, we're going to have, like, what? Somewhere, like... we're probably going to have, like, 11 or 12 laps of fuel, I guess, in the car. So the thing is I'm kind of tempted to say the softs are not even going to get... the super softs, there's no point if we're going to do 6 to 8 laps. I think that's reasonable. I might be wrong, but I think that's reasonable. And it's going to be the same thing here, I think. 6 to 8, no. We're not doing it. It's going to be slower, obviously, on the soft, but I don't know, what would you do? If I'm wrong, you know, like, go ahead. You know, I don't ask people to comment on my videos, but go ahead, drop me a comment. Tell me why you think, you know, if you think the time would have been worth it saved, even though you've got to have a pit stop. Right, anyway, let's begin practice. No stress in practice. Sorry, I was scratching my back. That's why we went on top of it there. Let's, yeah, that's fine. We know what we're doing. Go. Okay, so Mizu and Key are going on their first drives in our cars, in our colours. And unfortunately for them, they're not using appropriate tyres for the weather. So let's hope the forecast isn't screwing us. It's screwed us before. Where's our garage? Oh, please don't crash in practice. Great, poor, good. Okay, poor, poor. Okay, so great, poor, good. This is pretty good start. 79%. So this is great, so I'm not even going to fiddle with this too much. The handling needs a wild change. Like maybe there. And the speed balance is good, so I might just bring it another click and see what this does for us. That's fine. Off you go. Now, okay, poor, poor. So this is not close. We knew that there was no way the suspension would work out, but we just had to verify that it wouldn't be up here. So we want handling, we're going to want this down as well. Somewhere there, but now we need a bit more downforce. Maybe like there, and then we probably need to come a bit further on these. That might be too far, but I think this is what we're going to go. It should be a lot better. Okay, off you go. Come on, this video is already going to be long as heck, so let's crack on. Okay. Are you nearly back in? Not quite. Don't want to waste time. Oh, nice. Okay, I think we're probably there then. See what the percentage is. 97. We're not fiddling with that. You're good. You're good. You're good. Go to the end, please. That's awesome. Love that. Go. Right, let's just see what we get. Mizu. Oh, we're nearly there. In fact, excellent, excellent, good. What's that going to result in? 93. I would like to get that good a bit more, though. But, oh, that's awesome. So, that was poor. This is good. What do we want to do in terms of... Well, obviously we're going to move this one way or the other, but do we want to bring her in again? Or do we just want to risk it? Because if we've gone the wrong way, I'd like to go the other way. I think we probably will bring her in again. I mean, we've still got 8 minutes 20. So, let's try going a bit further. That's the wrong one. Let's gear ratio. Let's go a bit further. Hopefully the handling won't come off excellent there. So we're going to bring you back in, but not Key. We're going to let her drive. Try and save as much time as possible. Okay, alright, so we went the wrong way. Good to know, good to know. So what we need to do is come back here and then go a bit further that way. Just one tick, do we think? 2 ticks? No, I think just one. Would like to just pull that back in. And now, do we bring you back in again, or do we just leave it and assume that this is going to be better? I think we just leave it. I would love to get some more race trim. Worst comes to worst, we'll use 93%. Like, that's no slouch. That is no slouch. So that's going to be it. That's going to be it. So let's get some driving in. Race trim. Got level 2, level 1, I should say. We should get level 2, I think. Race trim. Probably only level 1 soft tyres though. Please stop slowing it down. I appreciate they're getting setup knowledge, but please stop slowing it down. Okay, speed balance is good. We're going to have mechanical problems in the first race, so... Ooh, are we going to get level 2 race trim? I think we will. It's going to be a bit close. But I think given that we don't have to stop as soon as the time ends, unless we're positioned unluckily, hopefully we're going to get a 10% bonus there. Yeah, we will. But we're not going to get level 2 on the tyres. Which I assume it's because you get less performance in the rain, and even in practice that affects it. But that's fine. Happy with that. Good practice. Now, not only is our car terrible, we're now back in a spot where our reliability is gosh awful. So. Oh dear, right. So, race day. That looks like second, and third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. It's nice that we're starting in second, but it's not going to do anything for us, I don't think. Right. And we can't see it now, but our engine percentage is not good. So it's going to be... Right, we're taking these bonuses anyway, but I think it's going to be a marathon, not a sprint. So I'm... What did we get? Which one was it? Was it Mizu? 95 is what we got in the end. Still good, but that's okay. 95%. That's really what matters. So you've got 12 laps of fuel. This just seems to really take the mick. I don't think it's worth it. Because I'm sure for other people it is, but our tyre wear is terrible because of our stats. So we're going to take soft, and we got the 5% performance increase, which is nice. We're going to go full on fuel. That's fine. And we'll do the same here. Now, that might be a bad decision, but I just, realistically, it's going to be like 6 laps, and that's going to be it. So weather, it's cold, No rain as far as we can see, but it's cold. I'm thinking about the tyres. Well, let's put it on orange for the moment, on both fronts. But then when we get into... Sorry, I just punched the microphone, that might have come up. But when we get into the race, I might change my mind. Yeah, everyone's on super softs, which I'd expect. Oh, a wonderful start from Key. We actually lead the race. That won't last, but that's wonderful. Okay, right, hold on. So 73%. Well, these are going to break anyway. So maybe you should be on red in the sense that these are going to break, so you may as well bring the... But we don't want to have more stuff to fix, do we? I just think in this first race, it's not worth going on overtake for a while. Now, that might be wrong, but that's what we're doing. So, we're out in front. Not sure how long that's going to last once the other cars get up to pace. And we're holding 9th for the moment. Spoke too soon. Ooh, we're getting ganged up on here. Down into 10th. That's okay. Yonsatir ran wide, apparently. And she is now last. Last place. I'm sure she will build back up, though. We're back into second now on Key, as the other cars begin to overpower us. She's driving well, though. Well, not technically, but she's holding on. Now in the straight, I imagine that's going to fall away a bit. What's the other people's strategy? Oh, people aren't going too crazy. Thing is, right, it's cold. So bringing the tyres back doesn't really... I can't. Even on orange, even on push, the tyres are still not getting warm. So you can't afford to have them on yellow. You're going to have to rip through them. If you're ripping through the tyres, I kind of want to rip through the fuel. But engine condition is going to make it so that maybe it's not worth it. But while we're in the pack, we'll leave it on orange. Obviously, Mizu's fallen right to the back. That's okay. In fact, I'm going to leave you on medium since you're further back. Key will keep on orange, and then you can pit first. And obviously, Key also has a much higher engine percentage, so... But we're not going to go red, even if we get overtaken. Don't forget, a lot of these people are on softs. But it's not helping us that we have to run these on push. It would be nice if we could go longer, keep it on yellow. Key is swearing a lot. Right, let's drive. Just drive. I will shut up for a moment. Let's take a look at Mizu. Okay, who's in 20th now? Rogers. Most people on softs at the back. That's the other thing to remember. Other people have got a tyre advantage over us. Oh, we are struggling there. Are they going aggressive? Not really. I've got to warm these tyres though. Let's check the fuel. 7.5. I think what we'll do is go yellow for a bit. Or should we go orange? We can do sort of... Well, we can do 5 laps on orange, right? And you can just about squeeze out 8 more laps as you are. We do want to go as long as possible, I think. So, I am going to bring you down to yellow pretty soon. You can bring your tyres down for a moment. Keep an eye on the temp. In fact, we'll do that. Because actually, it's going to be the tyres that are going to dictate, isn't it? That are going to dictate the pit stop. But look at that engine condition. Fallen way down. So I think we will. We will bring you both to orange. Yellow, sorry. Because I just don't think it's worth it. Now that said, when we start falling so far behind that pit stops don't even allow us to overtake, that could be a problem. But don't forget that Mizu even has the worst car by quite a bit. Okay, so we're just going to chill out. We're going to have to fix stuff here, but it's mainly about finishing this week, okay? It's mainly about finishing. We're going to make a real charge towards the end of the season. We're going to build this car right up. We'll do a few more laps like this. Tyres are going to start to hit a bit of a cliff soon. That's the same with everybody, but it's a bit worrying that we've not really got much more out than anybody else. Don't forget, yeah, yes, target 16th or above, so... Okay, let's analyse things. You want to pit for fresh tyres. You are much worse... Well, actually, no, you're about the same. It's a bit of kind of... Do I want to pit one this lap? Yeah, because the other one's going to need to pit next lap. So I think we will actually pit Key this lap. Again, no point going super softs at all. So we've got 9 laps out of that. Almost 10. In that sense, there's no point in going nuts on the fuel, is there? And we're going to keep it on yellow. So I might even just do this. No, let's put an extra bit in. Just a bit. We could fix this now. Well, hang on. How? 10 seconds. If we were to fix this, that becomes huge. So we better put that off. We'll put off fixing it as long as we can. We're going to get 10 laps of fuel. And that should be okay. And I don't think we're going to push the engine. You're going to pit this time. Mizu's going to go around again. But I'm still not going to go nuts. Well, that said, you may as well push it, I guess, because you will be pitting. Quite a few people pit there, and they're all coming out on super softs again. I guess if you can make super softs last 9 laps, you might as well. But don't forget, we're kind of not in that realm, are we? We're going to be struggling after 6 laps, and I just don't think that's worth it. I might be wrong. I could be wrong. Right, so we'll do the same with you. We'll just put 10 laps in. Keep an eye on stuff. Okay, good pit stop, by the way, it seems. Let's just keep an eye on it as it finishes. We'll remember to put you back to yellow. Yeah, all good, all good. Excellent. Right, let's keep an eye on you when you're getting to the pit lane. Okay, let's just put you on yellow before I forget. Okay, let's have a look at Key. Quite a way back at the moment. That's fine. We're expecting, you know, we can gain advantage when our parts are reliable, but today is going to be a bit of a challenge for us. We're going to have to fix stuff, definitely. We'll see. I mean, other people might fall apart at the end. I think we can push the tyres, though, can't we? What are you swearing for? Well, you can't get past 18th. Okay. Maybe we don't need to push the tyres until the time comes, you know? Stretch them out a bit. Let's wait until the temperature gets down. So we can go a few laps. And lose a few positions, that's alright. We're not really here to race this week, if we're honest. The brakes. I think we're going to have to fix. You're going to have a long pit stop and you're just going to be out of the race. I'm afraid. You are just going to be out of the race, pretty much. Maybe I should have fixed you even then. Oh, look at this. Alright, go another lap. Just before you get to the pit, we need to just decide if we actually need to come in, because we need to finish. Minimum. How are we doing? That's 27. You've got 29 as your lowest. I need you to stretch it out, really. If you can. As soon as it goes, if it goes into the red, obviously we have to immediately pit. But I do want to try and get away with it. Not that it matters, really, does it? Because, you know, we're going to be in trouble. The thing is that I want to get the tyres to their kind of limit before we have to pit. Because otherwise it's an extra stop, you know, we have to stop to fix. We put more tyres on, but then the tyres aren't going to last. Way too late for you now anyway, isn't it? But still 27. That might just suddenly drop. Go another lap. $25. I think you need to pit, and we need to have a big fix. And you're maybe going to go one more. I think we will. Let's be honest, we're not here to race, so we're going to pit Mizu. Because, I mean, look at this. It's going to be a mess. We're going to have to fix it all, I think. Doesn't matter, we'll put more softs on. Although we've got to do 2 stops. So you could just put super softs on, but we'll do it at the end. We'll do that in the last stint. So we'll put another 10 in. I think you need to fix at least those 3. 54 seconds. That's on fast. What's the point? This isn't going to... Well, this might last. Maybe we can just fix those. And then fix these next time? Do you think? Or should I just fix it? It's 20 extra seconds. It's a long time. It's almost like a lap, isn't it? No, we're going to try and just fix these 2 this time. We'll see how the engine goes. We can always go conserve on the engine. And then maybe we can hopefully just eke out the engine until the next stop. I might regret that. Should I just fix it all now? No, it's too long. It's you know, for one stop, it's too long. I might regret it. We're doing it, though. We're doing it. And then... Key goes into 10th. That's not going to last. Obviously, Mizu's going to be all the way at the bottom by the time this is done. Which is basically out of the race. As a spectacle. How are you doing? 25. I could try and push you another lap. But, well, your tyres are screwed anyway. Your tyres are screwed anyway. So let's pit. Oh dear. Let's put another 10 in. Why not? And let's fix this. And this. And again, we'll try and leave the engine to the next stop. It's not great. But, you know, some people might have long stops as well. Alright. Blue flag? Oh, you've got to let somebody pass you. Yeah, we're being lapped, but that's okay. We're somehow not last. I mean, I don't know what happened to Dreyfus. He's obviously had mechanical issues. Be interesting to see when Key comes out, if Mizu is close. Well, it looks like Key is still going to get out in front of Mizu by some way. Okay, right. I think we can quite safely push these tyres. And there's no point though, is there? We need to try and get... It depends. I guess it completely depends whether we're going to be limited by condition or by the tyres. Oh god, that just jumped right down. Did you see that? It went from like 38 to 31, I think. I might be wrong. When does it drop? Or is it random? I felt like it was at the end of the lap at one point, but now I'm not so sure. Push the tyres. Both of you. 31. Well, hang on, let's just check over here. 24. Ooh. You can make it one more, and then you'll have to fix next lap. Fix next lap. That means you got to go 2 more laps. You may as well just attack on that. Right, Mizzou. I'm sorry, like this, it's not much of a race, is it? I'm just literally constantly looking at the condition window. Yeah, I think we pit now, and then we should be able to make it to the end. It's obviously terrible. Bearing in mind we're still going to have 9 laps, though. We're going to have to go back on softs, so there will be no super softs. 8 laps remaining after the stop, so we'll put in... I guess we'll put in... Nah, we'll just put in 8 laps. We might have to cruise at the end, but we're not going to push the engine, are we? I don't think. Are we? No. Let's just assume that we're not going to. Fix that. You better fix that. There's going to be no reason to push the engine. There's not going to be no reason, so... I hope that rounds up. It will do. Should we do that? Play it safe? No, screw it. We'll take a risk. It's not much of a risk. It shouldn't be a risk. Okay, so Mizzou's going this lap. Key's got to go around again. I mean, the engine's still 31, so we'll hold on. But we're certainly not going to push our luck with it. Put that on neutral as you go into the pits. Because you do need to... You've got to go neutral the rest of the race. How are you doing? 27. You're okay for another lap, I think. Evans has mechanical. See, people are going to start falling over. This is a long fix. Change the noises from the engine. You should be okay for one more lap. In that sense, you can definitely attack the tyres, but your engine's not going to be enough. How are we doing here then? Are we good now? Your engine just immediately fell over. Did you see that? Everything just immediately went down after one lap. Are you going to finish? You're going to have to. I'm sorry, you're just going to have to. You're going to the end. You're going to the end. Right. You are going to pit on this lap, I think. Should we, though? I think we can squeeze out another lap. Let's check. Now. Squeeze out another lap. Definitely. Yeah. It's going to be a risky biscuit and go orange as well. Squeeze out another lap. And then you're going to pit. And we're going to fix it. And we're going to put you on super soft. So that's the reason I wanted another lap. Put you on super soft. Going to have 5 laps remaining. So that's going to be a bit tight, but it should be okay. Going to fix this. Everything else should be alright. Pit. Now, because we're doing that, I'm actually going to chill on the engine just to make sure we have enough fuel left. Okay, let's just get you there, and then I'll immediately take you off the tyre wear, if I can do it now. How are we doing? Now, your tyres are going to cool down, which isn't great. Constantly getting blue flags to let people overtake. Which is a bit rough. Okay, where do you come out? 17th. Now, is 16th on the cards? Only if people screw up and have to pit. We're so far back. Like, look, 18th and 17th, literally like almost half a lap ahead. See? So, I mean, 15th is pitting now, but we're never going to catch up. Are we? Oh, maybe we are. Maybe we are. If I take it back, we are. So, the question is, has our car got even the slightest chance of holding out until the end? Let's keep an eye on this tyre temp here. Again, there's not much left, is there? So I think you should be okay to push that. Well, you're only on lap 26, though, of course. We'll leave it as long as we can. Okay. Now, we're going to go down into 16th, definitely. Question is, can we hold off 17th? I'm sure we're not going to hold 15th. Maybe, but I don't think so. I think, you know, you can see how much they're gaining in corners and stuff. Which is partly the car, partly our bad sort of stats in the area. So we're going into lap 28, so we're going to have 3 laps left. So I think we can definitely... Oh wait, hopefully it's 2 laps. Huh? You've got 3 laps left. Why is it not... Oh, we're not going to have to do the last lap because once the leader finishes, right? Hopefully. I think that's correct. You may as well get orange just to... Oh my god, look how far back you are. We're in 15th and we're like on our way to lap you. There's no point you going in orange. Just push the tyres. Okay, so it's all on key. Oh, is that 17th right behind? Oh, it is. This is a bit rough, isn't it? This is the race, basically. Is it the final lap for us as well? I think it is. Push like crazy. It's gonna be It's gonna be final lap for both of you. Oh no! Oh, come on, Key. I hope this is the final lap. If it's another lap, I'm kind of in trouble. There's another lap. I'm kind of in trouble. Never mind. Never mind. It's that final lap. I guess I know. Well, they haven't finished. They need to finish, don't they? Of course. Of course, they need to finish. I'm going to be okay attacking the tyres, I think. Maybe we'll go push on you because there's no point. But we're going to attack this. We'll monitor it. Look, I've made a mistake. For some reason, when I saw final lap, I kind of thought the leader had finished. And I don't know why I thought it. Now, I hope we're not going to be coasting at the end. I might try and save some fuel if possible. Well, I don't know. 17th has fallen back. Low fuel. Leave it on low for a second. Just conserve like a few seconds of fuel. That's it though. Back up. Low. Medium. Okay, I think you're going to get undercut here. Can you defend it? Can you defend it? You can. Nice. Right. That was close. But we actually got the sponsor objective, which is 75 grand we wouldn't have. I know it doesn't really matter that much, but that's definitely a good result for the first race when everybody's cars are just kind of a mess. Just waiting the last couple of people to finish. Shover takes the victory. And I'm very happy with 15th. Very happy. We've got our new drivers. We're on the right path. The new engine was going to be finished in a couple of days. We can get the reliability up, and then I think we can be pushing top half before long. I really do. Especially if the drivers improve. I do think softs was the right decision, not super softs. Would have been even more stops, I think. No rules broken for us. Anybody break the rules? No, they've not had time to cheat, right? Okay, looks like Garuda Racing are going to have a huge advantage based on this. Even had 3 stops there. Still won, sorry. Okay. Oh yeah, we get some points. Oh, but we are 10th. It's alright though. We are going to start to rapidly improve our car. So I'm not worried. And our drivers can actually improve. Look at this. There we go. Not seen that yet, have we? Race mechanic is going up as well. Relationship, morale. Oh, we do lose marketability because we and his happiness went down because as a team we came so low. But I'm quite confident we can turn this around quickly. I really am. I think we can quite quickly improve our car. Definitely. So I'm not too worried. The engine is finished. Nice. Excellent news. Let's sort out the pit crew now. I mean, to be honest, I'm okay with all of these apart from you. Tyres or refueling. What do we want to prioritize here? Oh. That one. Okay. So, don't forget, some of these are going to run out. Some of these are going to run out after the next race. I'm not sure if we get the chance to renew them. Maybe we ought to just have a quick look through now. 1 race. Do we want to renew you? I think we do. 2 races. 1 race. Yeah, we definitely want you back. 11 races. 3. I know we may as well do the 2 and 3 races, but I guess these guys we don't care if they leave at all. So we don't really have to worry. You're okay on the jack, so I think we'll keep you. But these, I don't care if these guys leave, right? So Lewis, one race will take you back. Not brilliant, but it's okay. Hope, 2 races. 2 races. 11 races. Okay. That's fine then. So obviously there's no more people to hire, but we're just going to leave it for the very moment. We've got this engine. Why have I gone on fit? That's not what I wanted to do. Why can we not improve? Oh, because we're fixing the chassis. But how good is the engine? 97. Good. So we've got 2 decent engines. We're going to work hard to get this reliability up. And then, well, I guess it's not decent, but passable engines. Okay, right. Let's just go through our mail and then we will call it good. None of this matters. Interviews, certainly. Right, hasty repairs on Mizu's brakes. You're not focusing enough on your car's reliability? Oh no, come on. How do I want to play this? Don't really. This is going to maybe anger the chairman, which we can't really risk. This, I'm worried that this is going to hurt our marketability. So should we blame the mechanics? I don't know. I think all of these I can see pretty bad outcomes. So even though it might hit our marketability, I'm going to do A because that is what I would say. I would take the blame. Okay, it did nothing. Perfect. Perfect. And the engine build's finished, as we know. Oh, we better just start the other part so we don't forget. So what are we going to do now? Because, I mean, we could design another engine, but I think we have bigger worries, right? Let's just go on fit parts so we can see. We've got 69 and 95. We've got okay, gearbox. I think we need a gearbox. Yeah, 42. We need a gearbox. Let's get a gearbox. Okay. We're just going to go for performance, especially on the first one where we only get one slot. Because I'm right in thinking we can't do this. Yeah, yeah, we can't do this on the first one. Okay, magic. Get that going. Immediately. Right then. Good result overall. Obviously, we're going to struggle a bit if we keep finishing below 8th, but I really think we can quite quickly get our car up to scratch. I think the drivers are going to improve, and I'm backing us for a good season. Maybe it was a bit risky to go for 8th, but I want to be ambitious, so I don't mind. So, now that we have dragged this episode on far too long with all my dilly-dally, I will wish you a fantastic day wherever you are. Thank you very much for joining me as we go into the second season, and I will see you for race 2.